Welcome to How Winston Delivered Christmas, the first of the Advent story by Alex T. Smith. I hope that you will join us for the rest of the stories, which will be read by 24 other teachers as we continue our Advent story. So chapter 1 is a very important mission. The toy shop on Mistletoe Street was crowded and noisy. There were exactly 12 minutes left before it was supposed to close for the holidays, but people were still shuffling in through the door, hoping to pick up just one last present for a very special someone, or to gawp at all the jolly toys sitting smartly on the shelves and admire the enormous doll's house in the window. One person, not looking at any of that, was Oliver. His mum and dad owned the shop. He had been helping them all day, fetching and carrying and generally being very busy indeed. But now he quickly ducked out from under the counter where he'd been wrapping the parcels. He flung his scarf round his neck and wriggled his way through the crowds and out into the busy high street. He was on a very important mission. It was late afternoon, the moon was already up and snow had started to fall. Hundreds of snowflakes twirled through the air like ballerinas before landing daintily on the blanket of snow that had fallen over the past few days. Oliver crunched down the street. He rushed past the bakery and the butcher shop, sidestepped customers spilling out from the stall and the cheesemongers, and swerved neatly round the ladies bustling out of the shop that sold fancy hats and ribbons. The entire night fizzed with a Christmassy excitement. On the corner of the street was a brass band that stood there in the cold, filling the evening air with a jazzy, poppy rendition of Oliver's favourite Christmas song. He stopped and listened for a moment, remembering his mission. He weaved his way around the final knot of shops, their arms piled high with boxes and bags, and stopped in front of a bright red letterbox. He rummaged in his pockets. They were full, as usual, with all the extremely important things. You need to have these things on your person when you are 8 years old. Things like a couple of paper clips, some string tangled up into several useless knots, the stub of a blunt pencil, fluff, and a dry wrinkled old conker collected in October. All of this was vital. Eventually, Oliver found what he was actually looking for: an envelope. It was so badly crumpled because he'd hidden it into his coat, and the address on the front of it was in his very best handwriting. He'd left it a bit too late to send, but his fingers were crossed and he hoped it would get there where it needed to on time. He was just about to put it in the slot of the letterbox when someone called his name. "Oliver! Oliver!" It was his mum. She was standing in the doorway of the shop, waving at him. "Hurry up! I need your help wrapping these last few teddy bears," she cried. "And it's much too cold to go outside without your coat on." "Coming!" called Oliver, waving back at her. He quickly popped the letter into the box and scurried back down the street into the busy shop. Now, where Oliver's envelope got caught up on a chilly breeze, or was found by a shimmer of winter magic that was fizzing about that night, nobody knows. But the letter didn't stay in the box for long. When no one was looking, it mysteriously slid back out of the box and danced through the air, up and down the street, floating along like the snowflakes. And we look forward to chapter 2 of How Winston Delivered Christmas. And I wonder what's happened to that envelope. What a mystery. Find out tomorrow. Bye.